Welcome to our latest video. Today we're diving into the Aprilia SL1000 Falco. We'll show you what it does well, where it comes up short, and whether it's worth buying. The Falco blends track-bred DNA with everyday usability, helped by higher-mounted clip-ons positioned above the top triple clamp. Brought to you by Motorize.da, your go-to source for new and used parts. Quick heads up. We're riding a stock bike with the Falco's signature high-mount twin exhausts and its distinctive aluminum twin spar frame. Exactly how Aprilia envisioned this do-it-all sport bike. History and development. When Aprilia unveiled the SL1000 Falco in 1999, it bridged the gap between the RSV mill and the brand's more touring-friendly models. At its heart was Rotax's V990 V-twin, tuned for civility in the Falco and paired with a unique frame layout. Higher-mounted clip-ons and a more moderate geometry were meant to blend everyday usability with sporting intent. In 2003, the Falco Fighter Kit arrived, adding a taller handlebar and a more stripped-back, naked look. Despite its solid engineering, production wound down around 2004-05 as the Tuono and company stole the show. Interestingly, the Falco never received a full update, yet it always remained its own thing. Key specs. The SL1000 Falco runs a 997.6C 60-degree V-twin, making around 118 PS, 107 at 9 or 250 RPM, and roughly 97 Nm at 6,750. It's paired with a 6-speed gearbox, a hydraulically actuated wet clutch, and chain final drive. The chassis combines an aluminum twin spar frame with a fully adjustable 43mm Showa upside-down fork and a linked sack shock. Braking is by Brembo Goldline 4-piston calipers on 320mm front discs with a 220mm rotor at the rear. 17-inch wheels wear 120/70 and 180/55 rubber. Dry weight is about 190 kilograms, and the tank holds over 19 liters, about 5.0 US gal. Plenty for long stretches. Design and ergonomics. Visually, the Falco is an elegant half-faired machine. A slim waist thanks to its narrow V-twin, crisply styled twin headlights, and a pair of high-mounted symmetrical exhausts. The clip-ons sit above the top triple clamp. The pegs are moderately positioned, creating a relaxed yet engaged riding stance. Seat height is around 8-15 millimeters, and the two-piece seat gives the passenger surprisingly generous space. A practical touch? The sturdy aluminum subframe easily handles luggage systems. The Showa fork and linkage adjustable shock make quick fine-tuning a breeze, handling and everyday usability. On the road, the Falco strikes a sweet balance, light at turn-in, planted at lean, and reassuringly stable on fast stretches. The V-twin pulls hard from low revs, so overtakes happen without fuss. The half-fairing takes pressure off your chest, and the ergonomics suit both commuting and touring. A 180/55 rear tire and a wheelbase of about 1/4 ton 10mm add traction and composure. Everyday perks include a hydraulic clutch, reliable cold starts, and good lighting. And even two-up, the chassis stays composed, provided the rear is properly dialed in. Strengths and highlights. The big wins. A durable Rotax V-twin with refined manners and strong mid-range punch, and a precise chassis that takes brisk backroad pace in stride. The Brembo setup with 320mm discs delivers fade-resistant stopping power, and the Showa fork offers fine, precise adjustability. Easy to live with, too. Valve clearance checks are rarely a big deal, and high-mileage engines are nothing unusual. A nice touch is the distinctive aluminum twin spar frame made from cast and extruded sections. Stiff, light, and a visual standout that sets the Falco apart from its stablemates. Weaknesses and common problems. Know the usual weak spots. The charging system can be trouble-prone. The notorious brown connector between the stator and the regulator rectifier likes to melt, and the stock reg-rec can be flaky. A modern MOSFET unit with updated wiring fixes it. The starter sprag clutch suffers with a weak battery. You'll hear it as an ugly crunch on startup. Out back, the sack's rear shock is soft and fades as it heats up. Upgrading to RSV or Öhlins hardware is worth it. Ethanol can make the plastic fuel tank swell, and the OEM clutch slave cylinder tends to leak. Quality aftermarket units solve the problem. Accessories and customization. The Falco really wakes up with the right mods. Slip-ons from Akrapovic, Remus, or Leo Vince, paired with a matching EEPROM and an open airbox kit, add serious mid-range punch. A 15-tooth front sprocket sharpens acceleration, and braided steel brake lines improve lever feel and modulation. Many riders swap the sax shock, or even the swing arm, for the beefier RSV milliparts. For touring, Hepco and Becker luggage racks and taller Tuono-style bar risers work a treat. A factory highlight in 2003 was the Falco Fighter Kit with a wide handlebar, fly screen, and seat cowl. Rare now, and highly sought after. Market value and buying tips. The SL1000 Falco is still an underrated gem. Well-kept bikes usually trade for $2,500 to $4,000. Later, well-equipped examples fetch up to around €4,500. Key checks: the regulator rectifier and notorious brown connector, the condition of the plastic fuel tank, proper function of the starter sprag clutch, and play-free steering head bearings. The rear shock is often tired. An upgrade is a plus. The Brembo brakes should be free of judder and have a firm, consistent lever feel. Some EU bikes are registered at 98 horsepower. De-restricting needs the correct parts and ideally proper documentation in the registration. Verdict and buying advice. Bottom line, the Aprilia SL1000 Falco is a characterful, all-round sport bike with real substance. Loads of mid-range shove, an honest chassis, and everyday-friendly ergonomics. Find one with healthy electrics, upgraded regulator rectifier, a dry tank, and freshly serviced suspension, and you're getting a lot of motorcycle for the money. A better rear shock raises the bar noticeably. Our pick: later model years with a documented history, ideally wearing Falco fighter bits or RSV suspension components. For riders considering alternatives to a VFR or an SV, the Falco is a rewarding, affordable find.